Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Climbinator 1978 or 1978, whichever way you want to pronounce it. I know I'm a bit late to the train, but today I give you a very special review. A review of a film that has tarnished cinema and streaming service history already, this 1 year alone. The film that I'm about to review was only revealed to us, the unsuspecting viewers, last year, when it was revealed to us that the iconic fairy tale character Winnie the Pooh was now sold off into the public domain, and therefore some filmmakers decided to make this Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, a horror movie based on Winnie the Pooh. Now, don't get me wrong, I have no idea with the concept of this film. It's the execution of it that I think is completely awful. Now, to start off the review, I'm going to talk about the history about this film. The film was announced to the public in early 2022, and it was announced via social media pages on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and within a day or two of its announcement, the whole internet exploded, and people were outraged that the iconic characters of Winnie the Pooh and Piglet were about to be tarnished and ruin people's childhood memories. Now, there was also some people getting fairly hyped up for this, thinking this film would be a great gore-a-thon horror comedy. Well, I can tell you now, there is a rather unsettling satisfaction about this film. Well, maybe unsettling satisfaction is not the words I'm thinking of, but the point is, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, it's gory as they come. It's got a ton of gore once it gets going. But the kills are lame, and when the gore does happen, it's mostly in darkness, so you can barely see anything. And I mean literally, you barely see anything decent. It's literally like you're actually out there in the middle of the night, and you know, it's like you feel like you're out there in the middle of the night seeing what's going on, and you just can't see anything. Yeah, I get it. It's supposed to be mostly set at night. That doesn't mean to say you have to actually make it look like actual night time. You know, you're filmmakers, for God's sake. You could actually put in some more electrical lighting systems to actually give the viewer a better look at what's actually happening in the scene. you know, maybe a couple of more spotlights. Just, you know, to give the viewers a decent look at what, you know, the kills look like in the film. However, there is one kill that I thought was actually not bad in terms of the graphic content. And I'm someone who doesn't really care a lot about graphic content kills in films, but when it came to what you do see in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, it wasn't a bad on-screen kill, and it involves a meat grinder. I'm not going to spoil it, but the only thing that stops it from being a great kill is that the scene itself is horribly edited and paced. It just feels like there are parts that are horrendously cut out and stop the scene from being, you know, rather fluidly paced. And you know what, I'm actually going to say it. I've changed my mind there. Basically, you have a group of friends in the film who have found their way to 100-acre wood, and they found the former residence of Christopher Robin, and they realised that one of their friends is still yet to arrive, and this particular friend, whose name I didn't even care to take note of, is still driving along until she pulls up to 100-acre wood and she starts to walk along. Yeah, I mean, she's got a car, she could drive, but she starts to walk through the woods until she notices Winnie the Pooh standing there staring at her. And she says to her phone, she speaks into her phone and says, "Someone's staring at me." He then just chases after her, and it leads to a part where she runs into this meat grinding factory, and judging by the intensity that she has by this point and the fact that she's completely exhausted within the space of a few seconds, I'm not saying it would be impossible if that was a real situation, but the thing is, the way it's edited in the film, it leads me to believe that there was the intention to make it a much longer chase, but it had to be cut for unknown reasons, I guess. Ugh. And it's really rather obvious. Yeah. And the biggest offence about this is that all the characters that are targeted by Winnie the Pooh, they are just interchangeable. You take one, whenever one of them gets killed, your emotions towards the rest of them are no different. You just don't give a toss about them. They're all selfish, vain and stupid types of characters. Even the one that's supposed to be the specky, brainy one is stupid. And then the film has this abrupt ending where it just suddenly ends. Now, I decided to check out the deleted ending. Yeah? Guess what? The deleted ending has a more conclusive ending, as the narrator, who sounds like Tom Baker, but it actually isn't him, actually says that Winnie the Pooh actually got arrested and imprisoned and is serving his time in prison for all of his crimes. In the film itself, Winnie the Pooh, spoiler alert, kills the final girl and Christopher Robin. Well, at least I can't remember if Christopher Robin escapes or not. And you know what? I really don't care. And this is a film I watched just a couple of hours ago. And already I forgot that part of the film. But after that, Winnie the Pooh just stares into open space and then the screen just cuts to black. And rolls the end credits. I've seen some crap in my time, but I'm gonna sum up the film's plotline in a nutshell here. The film starts with Winnie the Pooh killing Christopher Robin's girlfriend and kidnapping Christopher Robin. Winnie the Pooh then sees these new student-y types come into Christopher Robin's former residence and kills them all one by one. End credits. Yep, I could write that all down on a beer mat. This film sucks!